Stop, right, now. Stop making excuses. Let's address the elephant in the room, the biggest roadblock on your path to success: excuses. They are the chains that hold you back, the whispers in your ear that say, "I can't, I'm not ready, I'll start tomorrow." But let me tell you a secret. Tomorrow never comes. We've all been there, haven't we? We've all said, "It's too hard, I don't have time," or "I'm not talented enough." But these are just words, hollow and meaningless, that we use to mask our fears and insecurities. They are not the truth. Excuses are the easy way out, the comfort zone where nothing happens. But you are not made for the comfort zone. You are made for greatness. You are made for challenges and triumphs, for sweat and tears, and ultimately, for success. You're better than this. You're stronger than this. Stop making excuses. You've been there, haven't you? Stuck in a rut, blaming everything but yourself. Let's take a journey into the life of a certain individual. This person wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth, nor did they have an easy path laid out before them. They were just like you and me, ordinary in every sense of the word. But they had a dream, a vision, and a burning desire to make something of themselves. Every day was a struggle, a battle against the odds. They faced the kind of obstacles that would make most people throw up their hands in defeat. There were days when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. There were nights when the hope seemed too far to reach. They were faced with adversity, setbacks, failures, and rejections. But guess what? They didn't back down. They didn't fold under the immense pressure. They didn't let the world tell them they weren't good enough. They didn't allow the fear of failure to deter them from their path. Instead, they held their ground, faced their fears, and took on their challenges head-on. They faced ridicule for their audacity to dream big. They were mocked for their relentless pursuit of their goals. They were told they were aiming too high, that they were setting themselves up for disappointment. But they didn't let any of it deter them. They knew that the road to success was fraught with challenges, but they were ready to face them all. They were knocked down, but they got back up. They were beaten, but they never admitted defeat. They were down, but never out. They faced every setback as a setup for a comeback. They treated every failure as a stepping stone towards success. And you know what? They didn't make a single excuse, not one. Despite the hardships, despite the struggles, despite the pain, they remained committed to their goals. They took responsibility for their actions, their decisions, their life. They understood that the only person standing in the way of their dreams was themselves, and they chose to step aside and let their dreams take flight. And you know what? They didn't make a single excuse, not one. Scene script, persistence, that's the key. Not your circumstances, not your past, but your will to keep going. What is this power, this driving force that can turn failure into success, despair into hope, and dreams into reality? It's the power of persistence. The ability to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep striving, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Think about it for a moment. Every successful person you admire, every accomplishment that awes you, every story that inspires you, they all have one thing in common: not talent, not luck, not even opportunity, but persistence. The willingness to keep going when things get tough, to keep trying when others give up, to keep believing when doubt creeps in. But let's get one thing clear. Persistence is not about ignoring reality or denying the challenges. It's about acknowledging them, facing them, and then refusing to let them dictate your life. It's about embracing the struggle, not avoiding it. It's about seeing obstacles, not as dead ends, but as stepping stones to success. You see, life has a funny way of testing our resolve. It throws curveballs, creates roadblocks, and presents hurdles. It's easy to look at these challenges and think, "This is too hard, I can't do it." But that's where the power of persistence comes in. It's the voice inside that says, "Yes, this is hard. Yes, this is challenging, but I can and I will overcome it." It's the stubborn refusal to accept defeat. It's the unyielding determination to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep moving forward. Because here's the thing. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it. It comes to those who work for it, who fight for it, who persist in spite of everything. It's not determined by your circumstances, your past, or even your abilities. It's determined by your will, your grit, your persistence. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember this. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to persist. Not your circumstances, not your past, but your will to keep going. No more excuses, it's time to persist. So, here's the challenge again. Stop making excuses. It's straightforward, isn't it? Yet it's one of the toughest things you'll ever do. You've heard the stories, the struggles, and the victories. You've seen the power of persistence, but it all comes down to this moment. You're at the cusp of a transformation, teetering between the comfort of old habits and the thrill of new beginnings. It's time to choose. Will you cling to the safety of excuses, or will you step into the unknown? The power of persistence is not about never failing, but about getting up each time you fall. Remember, excuses are the shackles that keep you from reaching your true potential. They are the whispers of doubt, the shadows of fear. But you are stronger than your excuses. You have the power to break free. Are you up for the challenge? No more excuses. You've got this. Scene script. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you decide your path. You see, life is not a spectator sport. You don't just sit on the sidelines, watching as the game unfolds. No, you're in the thick of it, right in the heart of the action. You're the one making the decisions, making the moves, making it all happen. It's time to stop the excuses. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's time for you to take control. Embrace the struggles, the challenges, the trials and tribulations. They're not stumbling blocks, they're stepping stones, paving your way to greatness. So, rise above. Make progress, not excuses. Turn your can'ts into cans, your dreams into plans. Start today, start now. Because it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Like and subscribe if you want more motivation like this. Remember, no more excuses. You've got this.